Just a vac test on a older 026. I'll show you some pictures of it with this as well. It pretty pristine. I notice it doesn't end up with the muffler off sometimes, so I'll give her a little bit of a deep clean, but yeah, it is staying put. Guy had an issue with the fuel line, so he brought me some parts, and I guess he wanted to fix it up for his dad. So anyway, well, yeah, pretty nice. Saw shop actually referred him to me. I guess they didn't want to mess with it. It was an older saw, and they just do new ones or something. So that was sweet. This is the old hose from that 026. She really didn't like the ethanol. It's all shrunk up and kind of crusty. This is the one that he brought. I don't know if I can make that one work or not. It's a little different size for going through the case, so we'll see whether I open the case up or just use a more correct size hose. Brand new filter too. And this is the pressure test side of it, so she's looking really good that way. And it's pretty sweet to get a clean saw when they're used, so I appreciate that as well. Just installed that fuel line. I use a double wrap of brass snare wire and bring everything through from the top, and then you do end up needing to help it along when you're basically pulling on it. I hold on to the hose and then help kind of push the edges in with a blunt screwdriver so you won't poke through it. The double wrap on this end ensures that you're not choking up and cutting that off, and then I will do a little pressure test on that and make sure that don't have any issues, and I'll also check the tank and make sure that it's sealed up here. Okay, so just pinch the very end of that hose, hook the tester up on the other end. We're good there. So just cleaning up this muffler on that 026. See quite a bit of this stuff here, and I'll post some pictures from before, because now I've been pouring the heat at it from the propane torch to try and cook off the coking, the kind of unburned, almost like molasses kind of residue that comes out of these when that oil doesn't burn. I kind of suspect it's Stihl oil, and especially if you end up letting your saw idle, it really builds up bad. So but there's a lot of unburned stuff in there, and a few minutes ago, I mean, basically the whole muffler looked like it was on fire, just because of all that stuff that's cooking out of there. You can try soaking it in the solvent tank. Haven't had very good luck with that, actually peeling that stuff off. Some of the carb cleaners will deal with it, but I find if you can turn it to ash and then you can scrub it with a wire brush just to get that shit out of there. But usually the top of your combustion chamber and the cylinder itself looks like that. It builds up around your piston rings, and you'll get either a stuck ring or just a mess. So yeah, not going to tell you what oil to use, and probably shouldn't tell you which one not to, but that's quite often what you're left with anyways. So minimize the amount your saw idles, and and try and use a good oil. And just because you mix 50-to-1 doesn't get rid of that issue. 40-to-1 is a way safer mix ratio because your saw does need the other lubrication, but you need the right oil so it burns clean. Some good detergents and stuff in it, and a little bit lower flash point than some of this stuff.